That time I got reincarnated as a slime again? BY, StaciaPLE. Rimuru had been called to attend Walpurgis by none other than Guy himself. Realizing the dire situation, Rimuru makes haste to attend the banquet. But before he could properly arrive, right in the middle of the transfer, an unknown and mysterious power sent Rimuru back in time. Back to his very first appearance as a slime. Chapter 15, Fear. As Rimuru left the room, they immediately started making noise. Hey you guys, what are you all standing there for? Your master is taking on Charybdis. If you think we don't want to protect Lord Rimuru, think again. And relax, Shen is already following Lord Rimuru. But if you want to know why, Lord Rimuru already said it himself. Go and see what he meant by that. Rimuru. It seems that my self-proclaimed son, where is he? Lord Veldora, Lord Rimuru already went to deal with Charybdis. Ah, I see. Then it seems that I came here for nothing. Oh, hey Milim, Rimuru just told me via telepathy to take you to my takoyaki stand for some reason. Takoyaki? Oh, I want some. Sure, let's go. New to this? Like hell. They made a ruckus the moment I got out. Oh, and I forgot Milim might want to play too. Luckily, I had snacks prepared to stuff her mouth. But that won't hold her for long. I need someone like her to hold her off so I can deal with Charybdis peacefully. I saw Veldora looking for me, so I took advantage of that and called to him via telepathy. Veldora, can you do me a favor? Who? Rimuru, is that you? I was trying to find you because Charybdis revived. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna deal with it now. Anyways, about that favor, I'll give you the sequel to that one series you were asking me about if you do it. Kuhavaha. Then speak. I shall listen to any of your requests, Rimuru. Take Milim and introduce her to your takoyaki stand, and teach her the basics. That's it. Roger that. Good, with that, hopefully I have enough time to deal with Charybdis now. I walked towards the town square and ran into Gabble, who was unconscious for some reason. Hey Gabble, you alive? Lord Rimuru? Am I in heaven now? No you're not, silly. Here. I splashed a potion at him, making him energetic soon after. There, you seem to be working now. I need you to call Vesta for me. Of course, Lord Rimuru, but may I know why? I just want him to serve as a witness, is all. Right. Rimuru Dana, are you seriously taking on Charybdis yourself? Oh, Cabal, don't worry, I'm fine. I know what Charybdis can do, and besides, I'm pretty strong myself. If you say so. Rimuru-sama, I have arrived and I've brought crystal orbs. As expected of you, Vesta. You knew exactly what I meant. Oh, it's just that Lord Rimuru is good at giving hints. We were waiting for the other witnesses to arrive. Charybdis was fairly slow and it was still quite far from here, so it was fine if we set up first. Shuna arrived with some of our executives. Why do they all look so smug? I don't get it. What's wrong, you guys? You are all happy for some reason. It's nothing, Lord Rimuru. We're just excited to see our Lord's wonderful performance. You're bad at lying with that face of yours. He means it, my lord. My brother does have some other reasons, but that part is genuine too. If you say so, Shuna. Fuse arrived shortly along with Yume and some of his members. It's time, I thought. Everyone, I do hope you watch carefully. What you will see will serve as both harmful and beneficial for us, if you deem so. But I trust you guys to make the right judgment. They were a bit confused, but it was natural. I suddenly spoke with vague words and flew off. If you're wondering how I'll deal with Charybdis, although I could use soul consumption, it would not only destroy Charybdis, but it would also destroy the person inside it. And besides, it wouldn't be as showy as the option I had chosen. Sile, are we ready to go? Ready as we can ever be, Lord Rimuru. All right, then use that ability to destroy Charybdis like how Milim did. Turn null. Witness POV. Rimuru flew off after giving his vague words and headed straight towards Charybdis. As Rimuru was flying off, the people had a small conversation. Hey, so about your earlier concern, do you know why we aren't going in? I still don't know that. And your master is already out there. It's not too late to help, you know. Well, you see. Rimuru charged up null energy in one of his palms as Benimaru prolonged his statement. Lord Rimuru. Then Rimuru fired the shot at Charybdis, and before impact, Benimaru finished his sentence. Is at the same level of power as Lady Milim. As Benimaru finished saying that, Fuse and the others, except for the people who witnessed Rimuru's battle against Milim, were petrified. The giant creature that was heading towards Tempest was now gone, as Rimuru had fired a mediocre-sized ball of energy at Charybdis. They were frozen for a good 5 minutes before Rimuru came back with a person and snapped them out of their petrification. So anyways, Fuse-kun, if your king wishes to form diplomatic relationships with us in Tempest, we would be glad to accept it. And as for you, no, never mind. Oh, and I got a guest to welcome. Benimaru, please escort them as they go home. Understood. With that, Rimuru disappeared and left them all there dumbfounded. Fuse's face was paler than a ghost's, while looked like his life was over. At this very moment, their emotions united into one. Yes. Fear. I hope it wasn't rude to suddenly leave them like that. But I can't keep this guest waiting, as he was picking up this guy here. Sorry to keep you waiting, Carrion. No, it's okay. That brat has caused you enough trouble, and I would like to apologize. Please don't be. Say, why did you want to recruit me, knowing full well what I am? I immediately started the fight, verbally, of course. Well, you see, if I had you as my ally, then I would have ensured the safety of my country. Oh, is that so? I understand. I would have done something similar if I were to be in your position. You see, he told me that you wanted me to be under you. I never said such things. It must be because of Clayman. Speaking of Clayman, I want you to send a message to him for me as a form of accepting your apology. Is that all right? Yes, that is quite all right. Now, what would you like me to tell him? Tell him that. Carrion's face grew in fear as I said the words that were not meant for him, but for Clayman. He only showed fear because of the face I was making while saying the short words that I wanted him to deliver. He's gonna warn Clayman, no doubt. I bet he will even tell the other demon lords. But that's nothing, since Guy already knows who I am. I'm going to make my debut as a demon lord a little more showy this time around. Chapter 16, Demon Recruitment I. Somewhere in the underworld, a massive amount of demons are dying continuously. That is because of the Black Primordial. He was looking for the other primordials in order to recruit them into joining under his master's reign. It wasn't too long ago when he was summoned to the surface world, so there wasn't any disturbance, as the demons expected this. However, what they did not know was that he was here for a different reason this time. The Black Primordial tracked down the other primordials one by one. In doing so, he got confronted by other demons, as they were ordered to stop him at all costs. One could see the clear look of fear in their eyes, as some of them had not wanted to face the terrifying demon that they were ordered to stop. There were arrogant demons that formed groups in order to stop him. But in the Black Primordial's eyes, they were nothing but annoying mosquitoes that kept swarming him in little silly groups. Eventually, he arrived at his first target. Black wasn't as careless as he was not too long ago, as this particular primordial was a troublesome one. She was the White Primordial, known for continuously challenging him until she was satisfied or had beaten him. This is why he couldn't afford to be careless, but he also wanted to give a friendly impression so as to have a higher chance of convincing her to join. He still expected a fight nonetheless. There she was, gracefully drinking her tea while sitting like a queen. Even the way she was behaving and every single movement she made showed the embodiment of how a ruler should be. She drank her tea quietly before calling out the guest she had. My oh my, Noir-chan, what brings you here? Before you start staring death glares at me, shall I explain like you asked? Fine, speak. It's unusual for you to come here just to speak with me. As you know, I was recently summoned to the material surface where Guy was, right? Yeah, that kinda surprised me since I was gonna come over. Is that so? I'm glad Lord Rimuru spared me the trouble. Lord Rimuru. That's right. Today I have come here to ask for your cooperation. No. Wait. Before you decide, let me tell you one thing. I have gained a body and a name, which is Diawolo. What? Who gave you those? Why, Lord Rimuru did, of course. Even so, Na-chan, Diawolo, I refuse to do someone's bidding. Aren't you bored here? And Lord Rimuru isn't the kind of person you think he is. I can assure you that things will become more interesting if you go with me. The Black Primordial had a genuine smile on his face to show how serious he was. Noticing this, the White Primordial thought deeply before smiling shortly after. A person capable of giving a primordial a name, and even a body too. This person sounds interesting, and Diawolo here seems to have quite an attraction to this person. I'll think about it. And are you planning on involving the other two? Naturally. For that matter, if you wish, I could let you meet Lord Rimuru right away. Oh, meet him you say? You know that if he ends up too boring, I'll dispose of him, right? Diawolo smirked unconsciously upon hearing this. He was not that concerned about what the White Primordial said, since he already knew what his master was capable of. All right, I will call Lord Rimuru right away. Back at Tempest. Cleaning up after all that mess is taking a toll on my mind. Lord Rimuru, may I have a little bit of your time? If you are not busy, of course. Oh sure, what did you want to discuss? Well, as you have said, Lord Rimuru, when I meet the ones I want to recruit, I will inform you about it. Currently, I am with the White Primordial, and she wishes to meet you. What will you do, Lord Rimuru? I'm currently free. All right, Diawolo, I'll come right away. I have the coordinates, Master. Diawolo has sent them during your talk, so we can transfer there immediately. Well then, let's go to the underworld now, shall we? Yes, launching space transfer. Whoa, this place looks much different from what I thought it would be. Moving on, Diawolo there seems to be waving at me, and why are we in a mansion? This is much more different than what I imagined. Well, it is my first time coming here, so you can't blame me. I turned the corner and saw the White Primordial sitting there so elegantly. Gotta make sure I don't make any slips of the tongue here. She's just like how I first imagined her. She's staring at me, most likely to analyze me, but I've made sure to hide my real strength, as showing it would probably get in the way. It's nice to meet you, Lord Rimuru. Noir, Diawolo here has told me about you. It's nice to meet you too. It seems that you want something from me. Care to enlighten me? She hesitated a little bit as I said these words. What's wrong? Did I accidentally trigger something? I see. Now I understand why Diawolo reveres you that much. You saw through me instantly. Who? What did she say? I just believed that one such as yourself would not do this with nothing in exchange. I just thought what was to be expected, is all. Inside, she was panicking a little bit. He had seen through her perfectly. He saw through the mask she was wearing that made it seem like she was just a harmless person. This made her hesitate a bit about bringing up her little favor, but she continued as her dissatisfaction overpowered her hesitation. Yes, actually, I have built up quite a lot of stress. You know, keeping those girls in check all by myself is troubling me. So I went to Diawolo to release some of that stress, but he wasn't there anymore. So you are saying that you want to release some of that stress with my assistance? Yes, I would greatly appreciate it. So she's basically saying I want to fight you in her own way. Seriously, Milim, Guy, Charybdis, and now even her. So I won't beat around the bush this time. It would be troublesome if she deems me weak. All right, then shall we start now? After saying that, I shifted right behind her as a provocation. Surprisingly, this caught her off guard, as she failed to see my movements. Turning behind her, she tried slashing me, but I disappeared before she could land it. Before she could pull out her weaponry, I pulled out my sword first and slashed her, sending her a good distance away from us. I followed the trail of destruction she made on her way so she could stop her momentum. Impressive! You managed to stop completely, sooner than I expected. The provocation worked, as she immediately charged at me and unleashed magic that could destroy hundreds of thousands if it were not aimed at me. Let's send this one right back at her, shall we? How does it feel to taste your own medicine? How did you do that? You don't need to know just yet, blank. She couldn't see my movements, but she defended herself quite astonishingly. Not only did she prepare spells that could blow up in my face the moment I got too close, but her barrier was quite well made too. I can see why Diablo thought at the time that he was gonna have a hard time if he fought Testarossa in a one-on-one just like this. Well, it's kinda useless to use that against me, since I can bypass that barrier quite easily with Sile around. See? I'm just that important, Master. Yeah, I know that already, so stop with that smug voice. Nice try, but that won't be effective against me. What? I sent a quick kick to her stomach, making her half unconscious as she looked out of breath and exhausted. All that's left to do is... Now, White Primordial, will you choose to serve me? I have a base in the material world, so I could grant you a body like Diablo's, and if you wish, I shall give you a name. She was struggling to say her words, yet she was smiling while in that state. This is probably why they fear her so much. She's close to defeat and she's still smiling. You know what, I'll give you your name right here, right now, if you choose to be my servant. I humbly wish to work under you, Lord Rimuru. Excellent. I will give you the name Testarossa. Your body will be prepared while I heal you. She went unconscious as soon as I named her. During this, I prepared a body like how I did with Diablo's and adjusted its appearance to make it look more like a human. I then placed her in the pseudo-flesh body, as they are just spiritual forms of being. Like a lump of magicules, something like that. It was easy to do since she was currently unconscious. There, all done. With that, she should wake up soon. Amazing, Lord Rimuru. You made it seem like she was just a plaything by the way you handled her. So strong and so wonderful. Let's leave him on his own for a while, he's gonna go on and on about that. All that's left to do is go for the other two. Should be fine, right? No, it was not. Chapter 17, Demon Recruitment 2. The White Primordial, now Testarossa, was utterly defeated when she challenged the person Diablo calls his master. She had doubted whether her opponent was a man or a woman at first, because the person who appeared looked like a stunning beauty, even more so than her. She was one of the strongest, a primordial, but her strength was insignificant before him. She had not heard of this being existing before. Otherwise, she would already have challenged him. Had she been foolish enough to refuse his request to become his subordinate, she would have been completely overwhelmed. Although her pride did not allow such a defeat, at the same time, she had felt a sense of awe toward the man to whom she had completely lost. No matter how much her pride meant to her, she just felt like she wanted to be under this man, no matter what. Then she actually received a name. She thought that he was just using this to lure her into surrendering to him. Receiving a name from a powerful being such as him felt more blissful than she could have imagined. When she woke up, she was even fully healed, despite being at the brink of exhaustion earlier. Her body had flesh and bones, just as he said. Testarossa felt more and more subservient toward the man before her. She couldn't think of anything else besides being useful to him. My lord, I'm sorry for troubling you. Please punish this foolish demon as you see fit. Oh, you're awake. And it's fine, I'm glad to have you, Testarossa. Yes, thank you. I truly understand now why Diawolo reveres you so much, she said, silently whispering the last part. Also, I've sent Diawolo to track down the other two a while ago, so we should be receiving the coordinates soon. Oh, I know where they are, my lord. They are currently fighting each other for that little place. Can you give me the exact location? If I remember correctly. Lord Rimuru, I have found the other two. I'm right behind you. Lord Rimuru. You found this place before I did. Simply amazing. Not really. I got here because Testarossa knew where they were beforehand. Jealous, are we? Oop, better not get involved with that. Moreover, those guys are destroying the place. They weren't this aggressive whenever I was around to observe. Oh well, guess I gotta wait for them to settle down. Lord Rimuru, it seems that they aren't paying any attention to you. Shall I go and stop the... Isn't that rude? A duel getting interrupted just because someone wants to meet them. Yes, understood. Phut. Diawolo, it's as Lord Rimuru says. We'll wait for them to calm down. Oh man, Diawolo is getting real impatient here. He looks like he's gonna do something if he doesn't calm down soon. Finally, the two of them seem to have finished their fight. Not wasting any time, Diawolo and Testarossa immediately approached the two and started talking to them. I was quite a distance away, so I couldn't hear what they were talking about. Of course, I could always use one of my skills to spy on them, but I knew what they were talking about anyway. Then suddenly, the both of them dashed towards me and sent nuclear strike magic toward me. I didn't panic, as Sile set up a barrier around me. Seeing this, the two girls stopped and looked at me cautiously before charging at me again and doing a pincer attack. I caught both of their attacks with a strong grip so that they panicked a little. What's wrong? Having trouble pulling out your sword? Saying that, I let go of their swords, grabbed their wrists, and slammed them into each other. They quickly stood back up after that. It wasn't that strong of a counter, seeing that they could still stand normally. Well, time to get serious here. Since Testarossa has a look that obviously says, please beat them up like you did to me while smiling all innocently. I don't want to keep you waiting, so I'll just charge you myself. They seemed to have anticipated me directly charging at them, so they moved in both directions from me as they tried to pincer me again. Only this time, with the clear intention to take me down. What the hell did you say to them, Diawolo? The yellow primordial launched multiple nuclear strike magics against me as the violet primordial tried to strike me head-on, so that I couldn't dodge the oncoming magic. I gotta say, if it were me from the past, before I became a demon lord, I'd have trouble against the nuclear magic alone. Plus, I was also inexperienced with a lot of things back then. Although it's different now. I've got a partner named Sile. Even a person such as Velgrind was no match for me when I faced her. Say, care to enlighten me on what this child's play is about? With this, you can't even deal a scratch against my lord. Yo, Diawolo, stop provoking them from the sidelines. Now they're getting more rough with their attacks. Well, not as if it makes a difference. Alright, time to end this for real this time. You have a very powerful magic attack, I'll tell you that. So to show how impressed I am, I'll show you my own attacks. I raised my hand and gathered null energy around me as I brought down pitch black thunder strikes. It was unlike black lightning, as it had a more powerful source of energy serving as its medium. I immediately aimed a few strikes at them, which they barely dodged. But my attack seemed endless, continuing on and on as long as they still stood. Even one strike would greatly damage them to the point where they were on the brink of exhaustion. And I just stood there in the middle of it all, with my sword buried ever so slightly into the ground. With a satisfied smile on my face, I declared my words once again. Yellow primordial, violet primordial, won't you become my comrades? I will not treat you like just any other subordinate. You are free to act on your own under the surveillance of Diawolo. I will, of course, have a place for you to be free to rampage should you feel like it. Looking at their desperate and frustrated expressions, I continued once again. I will, of course, grant you a body to host in, as well as proof that you are under me. This part caught their attention as they got hit by the attack they were constantly running around from. I did reduce the amount of power at the moment of impact, as I would like them to be conscious when this is over. What about it? Do you want to be under me? I stared down at them as they looked at each other, smiled, and kneeled. We would gladly offer our allegiance to you, Lord Rimuru. With a majestic tone, I loudly spoke my words. Excellent. I will grant you your names and bodies right away. From today onwards, you will be known as Carrera, and you will be Ultima. Serve me well, my demons. Yes. Hey Rimuru, what's Guy doing here in Tempest? Milim? Who? Wait. What did you say? Chapter 18, Gathering. So? What are you doing here, again? Just stopped by for a visit. And? Velzard wanted to meet Veldora, so I thought I'd tag along. Oh, so that's why he had a look of despair when I saw him just now. So, just that? If it's done, you can go home now. Silly. Now that I'm here, let's talk, of course. Oh ho, you have quite the scheme there. It's so unlike my way of taking care of them. You're gonna directly get involved and take control from the inside, right? Ha ha, I'll need you to scare them for a bit, though. You mean those little pranks I pull from time to time? About what? Them. He pointed to the girls behind me, Testarossa, Ultima, and Carrera. Speaking of them, they did follow me even though I told them not to. And Diawolo here wanted to stick close to me since they were also doing so. There were also Mizari and Rain. They had been quiet this whole time while glancing at the people behind me. Ah, it is as you see. I've hired them to work under me, I said bluntly. He had quite the reaction. What? You can't do that. It would destroy the precious balance I made. Didn't that collapse not too long ago? That's not the point. You're abnormal. I meant for them. They have quite a reputation here, you know. You're one to talk. Oops, I almost said that unconsciously. Too late now, I've already named them. Guy looked like his brain malfunctioned for a second, as he had a blank expression. Diawolo, seeing this, made it worse. Seriously, this guy has a way with words. Guy, don't be like that. Lord Rimuru already sees the outcome of this and has made preparations to alter it. If you're worried about the world collapsing because of this trivial thing, you're gonna need to look at the bigger picture again. You little, then Rimuru, explain what you intend to do with this. Wait, don't drag me into this. Well, I could use what Diawolo said as a pretext and mash it up with my ideals. Relax, I won't allow the humans to be in disorder by announcing this so randomly. What? I'm saying that I'll take care of the humans instead. I did this, and you want me to take responsibility, right? I'll join the Western countries and negotiate peace with the humans in my own way. Those humans are all fools. Do you expect that it'll go that smoothly? No, I'm not as naive as to think it will. There is already a kingdom that's planning on invading my country as we speak. Then? I'll fabricate some stories here and there, that's it. I trust you get what I'm saying. Oh ho, so you plan on dominating the humans directly? That's the opposite of what I usually do. Exactly. The fear you use against them won't last that long. But if I get a permanent position, I could lead them so that they won't destroy themselves. Besides, I've taken quite a liking to humans. Is that so? For that matter, you are a monster, aren't you? That explains why you like the human form so much. I used to be one, after all. What? You used to be a human? Yes, did I not tell you that before? No, but that surprises me. So you're reincarnated. Guess that explains why you're so abnormal. Yes, but I'm also an otherworlder. Ha ha, interesting indeed. Oh, and in order to fully gain the human's trust, I need you to do one last thing. And what's that? I have already investigated the inner workings of the Western nations, and there are people that are corrupting society. Those people are who I want dead. So you want me to play a prank one last time? Exactly. Just do it the way you did it in the past. I will tell you when the time comes. All right. And can you leave us all alone? It's rare for all of us primordials to gather in one place, so could you? Sure, I can do that. Just don't destroy the room, please. I went to Veldora using space transfer. It looked like he was still getting beaten up, but he was resisting. I thought I might need some popcorn for this, not that there was any currently. Well, I turned into my slime form and just watched the show. Deep tension was piling up in the room after Rimuru had left. Guy stared menacingly at the demon trio. The trio didn't flinch in fear, instead, they stared back with their own glares. Low-ranking adventurers or monsters would die from the aura they emitted just by making eye contact with one another. Then, Guy stood up and went closer to Diablo and the trio. As soon as he stopped, he raised his hand and immediately swung it down, only for it to be parried and countered soon after. His eyes looked like he was gonna kill somebody. Then he spoke. Hey! It's been a while. Glad to see the three of you still intact. Rude. HMPH. As if I'd lose against you guys. What did you say? Sigh, calm down, you three. This is just Guy's way of treating an old acquaintance. Exactly, but aren't we friends, Diablo? Whatever could you mean? Don't play dumb with me, you bastard. TCH. While it is true, you only consider me as a friend because I tied with you back then. Now, I'm not as good as. If you had done the same as me, you would have become just the same. Besides, in terms of skill, we are pretty even. It's only raw power that differentiates me and you. Speaking of, did you name those two, Guy? Oh, you mean those two? I did, yeah. Mizari and Rain. Then we all have names now, perfect indeed. Oh right, he did name all four of you. Cuckoo, Lord Rimuru is at least as great as that, for your information. Oh, and there he goes again. What did Lord Rimuru say earlier, Diablo? Ehem, thank you for reminding me, Testarossa. Anyways, what's your deal, Guy? I've got urgent business to attend to, you know. Since you are all here, I would like to know the reason why. Why what? Why you decided to serve him, of course. I get why Diablo did, but I certainly don't get why you guys would. Especially you, Testarossa, was it? Your pride is almost the same as mine. I have no reason nor obligation to tell you that. Is that a threat? What if it is? Fine, don't mention it. I can already tell some of your reasons anyway. Backing out? That's rare, is it because of my lord? Ho ho, Guy, are you afraid of Lord Rimuru? More like I'm anxious around that guy. I can't read a damn thing about him, plus he's strong enough to drive me into a corner. This is rare for you to admit your defeats. Is there anything in particular that reasons to this? You know damn well why, Diablo. Veldanava told me once about an ability called Turn Null. But I've never actually seen it since he didn't have it on him. I recognized an unknown, powerful type of energy within him. Similar to what Milim had. Right, speaking of Lady Milim, she's here in Tempest. I know, she even came to greet me. But know this, Guy, whoever Lord Rimuru may be, I will always be his loyal and faithful servant, no matter what he becomes. Sure. I'm gonna take my leave now. Tell Rimuru that snack was delicious. Well, we must go now, Carrere. Right, CYA. Farewell as well, Ultima. Goodbye, Rain. Seems like you two talked to them. Well, yeah, since we got these wonderful names, it would be a waste to not be bragging about them. Let's leave it at that. Lord Rimuru is calling for us, let's go. Right. Chapter 19, Preparations. Lord Rimuru, we have arrived as requested. Good. I will give the four of you special tasks. Do not tell anyone else about this unless I say so. Of course. We will accept any task you give us, no matter what it may be. The instructions along with it, we will follow with diligence. Diawolo is right, Lord Rimuru. We are more than ecstatic to heed your command. We'll do anything for our Lord. Leave it to us. Such wonderful comrades. I still wonder why they decided to serve me the first time I met them. Here's what I want each of you to do. Testarossa, you will accompany me on my journey to the Western Kingdoms, while Carrera and Ultima will handle military affairs here in Tempest. I will introduce the both of you to someone else that I have informed about this. And you, Diawolo, I will need you to send a letter to Guy for me. What will the message be, my lord? Tell him this. Wonderful. Truly befitting of Lord Rimuru. I can't think of anything close to that. With this, the world will surely think twice about messing with you now. Such a simple yet thorough plan. A deadly fate for those who oppose, while a harmless, beneficial future for the accepting. Lord Rimuru is amazing. So cool. Lord Rimuru's wisdom is unfathomable. Ha ha ha, aren't I amazing? Sure. Are you mad, by any chance? No. Better not fan the flame anymore. That will be all. Be careful. The line "be careful" meant something else in the demons' heads. Although Rimuru genuinely meant these words in a literal sense, to the ears of these deadly demons, what they heard was, "Don't disappoint me." With a seemingly endless motivation, these demons completed their assigned tasks one by one with great diligence. Their efficiency rose at a deadly pace. Those who later opposed them felt extreme despair and futility, regretting their actions to the deepest of their hearts the moment they were confronted by these demons. Hey, Rimuru! I'll be going now. Are you heading back to the demon lords? Yeah, I have some work to do. You mean bamboozle Clayman and trick Rimuru into fighting me, that plan? Hell, I would like to skip the last part, but I'd go for the first part anytime. Say, Milim, take these. Whoa. What are these, Rimuru? It's dragon knuckles. Consider it a gift from me. And also, don't cause any trouble there, okay? If there's someone wanting to kill me, leave them be. I can handle them myself. Eh? No way, I wasn't planning anything at all. If you overdo it, I won't be giving you snacks anymore. No. Anything but that. I'll only tell a couple of demon lords about you, that's all. Why? Because I want to brag about you. Fine, but just don't forget to take care of yourself, okay? Okay. I'll be going now. Bye. She forgot to hold back when she flew. Milim. Clayman. Listen to me. Do not mess with that slime. I have no ears to spare you, Carrion. I will take that Majin down in time. My damn point is that you can't. Someone like that is far beyond us. So annoying. Fry, tell him off too. Carrion, what is your basis for saying that? I met with that Majin in person. At first, I didn't feel anything, like he was just someone ordinary and weak. But he suddenly talked about us like he already knew who we were and what we were planning. I felt immense fear, and Clayman, these words are for you. Hey! I'm back. Milim? I thought you were staying at that Majin's home. I am, but I wanted to come back here every once in a while. But why are you here is what we're meaning to say. You see, I've recently got a new best friend. And? That's it. Moving on. I've got to visit Ramiris so I can tell her about this too. Wait, Milim. Best friend. Clayman analyzed her words carefully, as he wanted to know what it was about. Is she talking about that Majin? Clayman began to think that if that were really the case, then he would have to adjust his plans. Killing the Majin whom she called her best friend might end up getting him killed too. But his brain dismissed and opposed the thought. That recorded fight with Milim and the mysterious Majin concluded during their battle. But they saw some blows exchanged between them. Clayman thought that the Majin was injured afterwards, was weakened, and hid in his territory in order to recover. Then Carrion suddenly came up to him and spouted words that Clayman didn't really like. He ignored most of them until Milim came. Even so, his plan was already set into motion and he didn't want to stop now, since he was close to obtaining power and awakening as a true demon lord. Cracking a smile, he left the scene after Milim and Carrion continued to warn him, but he ignored it all. Clayman! Come back here. Let him be. His demise will be the result of his own actions. Don't blame me for what's gonna happen to you guys. Guy is always an option. What? Want us to talk to him, convince him to help us? Not in a million years, Fry. I'll do my own things, too. Now then, time to save the kids. I should probably discuss this with Shizu. Shizu had been working very hard lately, almost too much that I barely even saw her walking around leisurely. She had been great friends with Shuna the moment I introduced the both of them to each other. They thought we were related because we looked so much alike. Anyways, she was currently with Shuna, weaving special outfits for us for a festival later on. Oh, Rimuru-san, what brings you here? Rimuru-sama, let me get a seat for you. So, Shizu-san, I'm here to tell you something. Me? Yes, it's about the children in Ingracia. Yes? I know how to save those kids. I'm asking you if you want to come or not. Are you saying you know how to stabilize the rampaging energy within those kids? Yes, very much so. I see, that makes me happy to know. Why are you crying? Did I do something wrong? No, please don't worry, you haven't done anything wrong. It's just that it makes me so relieved to know that those kids can be saved. Oh, so that was it? I thought I made a girl cry again. Again? Master, before? Cry girls have made you. That said, I'm glad she's happy. Don't ignore me. Ah, Sile? What were you saying? Nothing. So, how about it? Do you want to come with me? Yes. I would love to. Then let me tell my brother about this, Rimuru-sama. If you don't mind, please do, Shuna. Shuna bowed ever so slightly and contacted her brother through telepathy. Why didn't I do it myself? It's because they would ask to be my bodyguards. I'm sure those city boys just want some outing and used bodyguard work as an excuse. I won't have to worry about that with Shuna telling him, though. Since the brother can't defy his sister. I will wait for you to prepare, Shizu. After that, come meet me at the West Gate. I'll be preparing my disguise in the meantime. Okay. Chapter 20, Bloomund. Rimuru-san, I'm ready. Great, let's go. We were traveling on foot, as Shizu told me that she wanted to adventure like how she did in the past. Of course, being the kind and good-hearted gentleman I naturally accepted her request. I remember being lost in my own territory once, when I was traveling with Ellen and the others. Fun times, although the getting lost part was definitely not fun. What's that noise? Sounds familiar. Judging by the screaming that's heading towards us, it's most likely. Ha ha ha, I'm gonna die. Why is this happening to me? You poked that damn web. Now a bunch of freaking huge spider-like creatures are chasing us. Hey, is that Rimuru-san? Without even asking why, I immediately fired endless water blades at those spiders as I greeted the troublesome trio. Hey there, mind telling me what happened? Sure. As expected of you three. Not even Gobta can compare against your curiosity for things. I didn't do it, it was Cabal. He cut the web in half, saying that what could go wrong flag line. Hey, you told me there was no other passage, so I had to. Please don't lump me in with them. So like you three. Anyways, what are you guys doing here? We actually came here to visit Shiju. Visit me? Why? Why? Can't we visit? Ha ha ha, you can. I thought you were sent by someone to find me. No way. Actually, the guildmaster was asked by a baron to drag you into Bluemund. What? Fuse got what? What did he reply? He said, I wouldn't do it even if I were sentenced to death if I refuse, because Shiju is now a citizen of Tempest. Something like that. The dude is scared of me. You Charybdis master. About back brag destroying did then. Fair point, but I wonder why they want Shiju back. She can't be like how she used to be anymore, now that Ifrit is gone. For now, I'll stay vigilant. Hey, Ellen, we're actually going to Ingracia. If you don't mind, I'd like you to accompany us. I will pay for it, of course. No need. We would love to go with you, right? Roger that. What he said. And so we traveled together. I must admit it was quite fun. Whenever I told them to rest, they immediately shut down like their bodies just lost all energy. Every single time I took my eyes off them, they were gone, being chased by monsters. Even Shiju was getting fired up looking at them struggling. I can see why they admire her. Even though she lost Ifrit, she didn't lose her skills. I'm just as good as her when I fight normally using swordplay. And when the night came, they would fight over who gets to eat the meat me and Shiju prepared. When I asked why they were so relaxed even though we were in a monster-infested forest, they just said, ha ha ha, that's a funny one. The strongest monster here is on our side, so we feel relaxed and safe no matter where we are. You almost twisted my head when you shot down Charybdis, you know. I'm just relieved to know that we aren't in any trouble, thanks to our leader. Sharing a laugh like this once in a while is quite refreshing. Not that my time in Tempest is bad, it's just that this is a different kind of atmosphere. It feels like camping out with your friends in the woods. Back in my days, I'd always get the chore work since I did all the handicraft stuff. Heck, if I were that good, I wondered why I didn't get a single girlfriend. A day later, we made it to Bluemund. I was heading for an inn as Shiju pulled my robe and pointed at the carriage that was heading towards us. I grabbed her wrist as I walked faster and headed straight towards a back alley. Was that the king of Bluemund? Yes. Then why'd you run? I don't want to get found out right after I entered. But from the way it looked, something tells me they know already. Perhaps. What? And why did you not tell me? No, master. Detected, hostile intentions were. I gotta correct that mindset of hers that came from Raphael. Rimuru, it seems like Cabal is trying to find us. Sigh, fine. We're going there, but first I want to know who's behind this. In the meantime, you can go and catch up to them, talk about what they've been up to. Okay. Let's see here. Yo. Short time no see, Fuse-kun. Rimuru Dono, what brings you here? I want to ask, were you the one who sent those three to get me? It was most likely the king. The king? Why? As I recall, the king was asking a friend of mine about Shiju. Somehow the topic came to you. By came to me, you mean about how Shishu's staying at my country? Yes. That friend of mine asked me about you and wanted me to get him an audience with you, but I refused. I didn't want to bother you when you were so busy. Ah, okay. Your king wants an audience with me, hey? I'll give him one, so tell him. Wait. Before you go, Bluemund does not intend to have hostile relationships with you, so please don't misunderstand this. I tried telling that stupid noble, but he just wouldn't listen. So the king wants to meet me. Well, I won't have to go through that baron if I just go and meet with the king directly. Fuse is telling the king that I accepted. I'll be more cautious with this, don't want to mess up twice. Now then, let me find Shizue first. Oh, Rimuru, did you finish your talk? I did, and I've got a meeting with the king. That sounds troublesome. It really is. Sorry. You can continue on with what you're doing, I'll be back later. Take care. Let's see, this king wants my protection. Why not? Bloomund was one of my allies back then, and I don't intend on losing one. Chapter 21, Ingracia. Phew, that was tiring. Ah, you're back. How did it go? It went well. I've signed diplomatic relationships with Bloomund and some other stuff. Right. Sorry. I can't tell you I almost fell for that stupid plan of theirs again. Takes a lot out of me to even mention how it went. Excuse me, Rimuru-san, do you by any chance want to become an adventurer? An adventurer? No, why do you ask? Well, Ellen's been bugging me about it non-stop. She said that you'd be a great adventurer. I'll think about it. For now, let's hurry to Ingracia. I used space shift this time, seeing as I was standing out because the king waited for me right after I said that I wanted to meet him. It's less trouble this way. I won't be moving us inside the city. I'll just go for somewhere nearby. Shizue, have you said goodbye to Ellen and the others? Shizue gave me a simple nod. This time, I used space transfer to get me and Shizue near Ingracia. There are a couple of reasons I'm avoiding getting an adventurer's license right now. First, it's because I'm not sure if I want to meet Yuki or not. Second, I don't know how he'll react once we meet with Shizue accompanying me. Not to mention, we look exactly alike. That guy is a cunning one, he'll be suspicious of me right off the bat. I didn't mention it, but my disguise is that of a merchant. Similar to the one I wore to visit King Gazelle, but less fancy so I don't stand out. Waiting in line, two individuals caught most of the people's attention as they walked to the counter to confirm their identities. Their eyes were glued to the two who looked almost the same, except for the other one who had blue hair, majestic gold eyes, and a small bag on her waist. The two beauties walked up to the counter. The receptionist was stunned as their gaze fell upon her. Excuse me, can we have our turn now? Yes, identification, please. Here. Wait, are you really the Flame Conqueror, Shizue Aizawa? Everyone around them started to gather and talk among themselves, as some of them knew the name while others didn't. You didn't need to shout. By the way, that was my private info, you know. I'm extremely sorry. I was too shocked and surprised to know. It's fine. Thank you. The receptionist sighed in relief. How about you, miss? I lost my identification when I got attacked by monsters on the way here. I see. Then do you want to register a new one? Please do. After registering a new identification, Rimuru and Shizue entered Ingracia with eyes staring at them left and right. Why did that have to happen? I'm sorry, Rimuru-san, it was my fault. I should have gotten a new identification earlier. No, it's okay. Besides, I'm thinking we got the attention of someone you know just by that. Who? Yuki Kagurazaka. Oh right, I remember him telling me he became a grandmaster somewhere in Ingracia. Do you want to meet him? I would like to. It's been a while, after all. While walking around, Rimuru sent a clone to Fuse and asked him to make a letter of introduction for him. For the guildmaster here, of course. Without delay, the moment they entered, the letter was finished. Rimuru walked up to the counter and handed over the letter of introduction to the receptionist. Where did you get that? Just know, I got it from Fuse. Shizue chuckled at Rimuru's smug face as they waited for the response. This way, please. She was staring at us, too. Heck, all of the people we met stared. I don't know if this is good or bad, but it somehow made our meeting with Yuki faster. Please wait for a moment, as our Grandmaster is coming as soon as he can. See? He's even rushing, while I waited for a while for him to arrive back then. I'm here, Shishu-sensei. Thank God you're fine. Since when did you have a sister? For the last time, Rimuru-san's not my sister. He's someone I really owe a lot to, don't be rude. Him? Shishu glared daggers at Yuki, seemingly intimidating him quite a lot. Okay. Just don't lecture me. Oh? Who would have thought that Yuki himself could be this scared of someone? It almost felt genuine. I'll introduce myself. My name is Rimuru Tempest, pleasure to meet you, Kagurazaka-san. That introduction, are you by any chance an otherworlder, too? Sharp eye. As you say, I'm an otherworlder just like you. So, this has been bugging me. Why do you look like Shishu-sensei? Can I not answer that? Yuki's suspicion of me grew higher by the second. I've got this, my secret weapon. Is that? No way. I don't doubt you anymore, so can you let me hold it? Master Rimuru. Ho ho, are you sure? 1000%, sir. Here you go, and take this while you're at it. Yuki's eyes glowed brighter and brighter, to the point where it was bugging my eyes. Thank you very much. I win. Smug face Rimuru is cute. I'm disappointed in you, Yuki. Ah. He turned blue and slowly sat down like a dead man. Man, I think Shishu might be the key to defeating Yuki. My apologies. You can state your reason for coming here. As you know, Yuki, I've said to you that I'd come back for the kids. This time, I have Rimuru-san with me here because of that. Ah, yes. They're getting harder to handle since you left. Every teacher I had assigned quit almost a day or even the same day as they were hired. I'm sorry to have left just like that, but I'm back now. I want to apologize to those kids immediately. Right away. Well, that was smooth, gotta hand it to Shishu. Negotiating with someone like Yuki so one-sidedly, no, that wasn't even negotiation, I just got used to the word from my duties as a king. Do you think they expect you to come back? I don't think so. I left them so suddenly back then. I left a letter one night and disappeared the next day. I think you'll be fine. You said you loved these kids, didn't you? And I bet they feel the same, too. I hope they do. Well, here we are. Just gotta watch out for those nasty pranks they pull. Question mark. I mean, the Grandmaster, Yuki, said they've gotten hard to handle, right? So I'm assuming a delinquent-like type of behavior. Ha ha, you are very smart, Rimuru-san. They are like that. I just hope it doesn't happen this time. I don't want you to get the wrong impression of them. It's fine. I'm pretty strong, so I bet I can take on a kid or two. Almost slipped up. That's my habit, it turns people off sometimes. Welp, here we go. Chapter 22, Reunion. Hello. A bucket suddenly fell on us when we opened the door. Both of us avoided it just in time, and then a yell came right after. Get them, Kenya! Then a kid, who was about to slash us with a sword, stopped almost immediately before making contact. Shishu-sensei? No way. You came back. The kids were showing positive reactions when they saw Shishu. Both Rimuru and Shishu were surprised at their reactions, as it had not been within their expectations. They all showed their emotions without holding back, now that Shishu was here. While Rimuru left them alone, he patiently waited until they were done. I thought you'd never come back. I'm sorry, I really am, but I'm back now. Shishu-sensei, why did you leave us? Expecting this question, Shishu told them everything she had gone through on her journey, sparing no details about looking for a way to stabilize their rampant energy. And now that I'm back here, I want to make it up to you guys. Shishu bent down, preparing to ask a question she feared deeply in her heart. Noticing this, the kids tensed up seeing her expression. I don't expect an answer right away, but let me ask this, do you still want me as your teacher? She looked down to the ground, full of anxiety. With every second passing by, to her, it was equivalent to 1,000 more. She kept thinking whether they would forgive her or not. In her heart, she desperately wanted that forgiveness. But she knew she couldn't keep that way of thinking forever. It was unfair to them since she had left them without saying goodbye. She slowly looked at them. They were all just standing there with clenched fists. She thought she was denied. As she raised her head, she saw all of their answers, clear as day, and tears started flowing from her eyes. Their answers were as clear as day. They gave her a smile that she thought they had lost when she left them. No matter what happened to them, Shishu-sensei was always their teacher, no matter what. They immediately hugged her, crying out everything they had held back so far. It was truly an emotional reunion, as the kids accepted her once again. A fair amount of time passed. Shishu-san had finally reunited with them for who knows how long. But I was getting the feeling someone had been watching us. I didn't think it was Yuki, the reason being that I had dealt with him already. Let's just say, bribery, fancy word, right? Looks like they were finished, and Shishu was telling me to go inside. Hello, my name is Rimuru Tempest, it's nice to meet you. The kids were switching their gaze between Rimuru and Shishu, noticing that the two looked alike. Are you Shishu-sensei's sister? A black-haired boy asked. No, you may think that, but that is not the case. Then how can you two look the same? This time, an orange-haired boy asked. Before I could answer, I remembered I had talked about this with Shishu somewhere along the way. Rimuru-san, I hope you don't mind me asking, but how come I look so much like you? No, I look like you. It's the opposite, actually. The question you should be asking is, why do you look like me? Shishu was visibly confused at my statement. Well, of course she was. That particular moment happened in the previous timeline. You know I'm a slime, right? And I have a particular skill that lets me mimic monsters. The same applies to humans, but the end result is different. I'll explain more when we save the kids. It will be much easier that way. That's what happened. I couldn't just casually say, I'm from the previous timeline where you died and I took your form, right? That would be just bad manners. Besides, Sile had made some progress appraising that attack from before. Here's what she said. Master, do I access analyzed have important information? It? To want you? Yes. That I master. The Veldanava, aimed him at attack being by caliber. Certain continuous could have his individual, intuited, least lead level looked more of one only or pattern. Performed someone space-time specifically that the two was. Hey! That says a lot, you know. Veldanava? Veldora's older brother, and the one who created the world. Does that mean he was revived at that point in time? I close eye at master. The also an analyzing ascertain attack do enough evidence except finished has have information is it? Limitations. No not now one only power. Right similar skill, that this time rewinding to tremendous. No limitations? What, you mean that the attacker could have sent me back to when I still didn't exist? That although I master's skill, ultimate able been before but do, had hit is it prevent thanks that. To us. Wanted was what wish. Don't worry, I've gotten them back, plus Shishu is here too. Don't blame yourself, it was not your fault. I'll say this, I'm actually a monster. They all yelled in unison. Look here, I was saved by Rimuru-san, so you can trust him. Shishu then began to explain her encounter with me, not sparing a single detail of what had happened so far. The kids looked at me with awe after she explained. I could even sense some admiration in them. Kenya looked back at me and Shishu as if comparing the two of us to each other. Ah, could it be? Shizhu-sensei, question. What is it, Kenya? So, how come he doesn't have? Before he could finish, a swift smack from Alice was delivered to Kenya's head. That's gotta hurt, buddy, but it's your fault. Question. Yes, Chloe. Who is stronger between the two of you? I wasn't expecting that question from you, Chloe. Ah. Now all of them are curious as well. Don't ask what I think you're asking. How about a battle, then? You're playing along? What the hell, Shizhu? She just gave me a face that said, I'm sorry, but they won't stop until they're satisfied. Is it just me, or is Shizhu stronger than before? Actually, Ifrit. Shizhu then accordingly adjusted back capabilities. Gave her maximum powers she still them to was when with. Oh. That is great to hear. But you could have told me that sooner. So would you mind holding back? What are you saying, Rimuru-san? I've got my powers back, even more than before, thanks to you. Once again, I am reminded that a slime's body is very, very helpful. I'd be sweating buckets right now. Here I go. Oi, what happened to the stronger than before? This is on a whole other level. You've got some more explaining to do, StaciaPLE. Ifrit Shizhu's analyzed and before, both defensive evolve is just of offensive powers. She since that to used using was what? What? I still don't get it here. True, she's stronger than Ifrit at this point, but that doesn't change the fact that I'm fighting a demon lord class being. She but Ifrit's be fully gained go had helped her made one only potential powers. Reach refusing she that the to waste. When? You were going to say took advantage, didn't you? Oh, StaciaPLE, always giving me the silent treatment whenever she refuses to admit something. So anyways, you say she had the potential, but because of Ifrit, that potential couldn't surface. It's more or less making sense to me now. Plus, with her skills and experience, she could easily overpower Benimaru now. Her magicules are more or less the amount of a pre-awakened demon lord. A little bit more than Benimaru's, to be more specific. Despite the overwhelming difference in strength between us, she was actually cornering me with her skills. Her swordsmanship was familiar to me, since Hinata uses the same technique. The difference is, she is the original user of it. Shizhu backed away from Rimuru. As she used a spell on her sword, she prepared another spell. Overheat. Shizhu, finishing her spell, once again went on a direct attack. Her speed and power were gradually increasing. With each swing, the temperatures of her attacks were rising, which could instantly surpass the temperature of the sun. Rimuru countered this particular move by freezing her sword, which instantly depleted the sword's insane temperature. I'm not done yet. Shizhu focused her magicules into one object, her sword melting through the ice. She's persistent, I'll say that. Although I had only been parrying and countering her attacks, her sword got stronger and stronger every time I deflected it. This might be something similar to Shin, where each swing grows stronger and stronger. This is getting too long, I'll get serious now. Sorry, Shizhu, but I've got to earn some respect here too. It ends here, Shizhu. Go, Shizhu-sensei. You can do it. Don't lose to him. Excuse me? You're cheering? What happened to the original purpose of this? Oh, don't look at me like that. You just make me look like a villain. This isn't real, right? A cliché in an anime is happening right in front of my face. And she's playing along, too. Hey! You just smirked, didn't you? Don't give me that face. Why along? Not play. No, no, no. Stop right there, don't even get me started on this. It'll remind me of my 8th grader syndrome days. That's it, stop time. Understood. Wait, you actually stop time? Since when could you do that? After Chloe's analyzing skill. I'm losing in this battle in more ways than one. As expected of StaciaPLE, announcing bombshells so casually like this. Return it back to normal, please. Finish him off. I forgot we were still in this situation. Whoa, that was close. When I tried to parry her sword, once it made contact, it sent her flying a few meters. Out of reflex, I moved before she hit something and caught her in mid-air, gently putting her down right after. What was that? I swear I pulled out a random sword from my— oh, would you look at that? It absorbed my magicules. Great! Shizue-sensei. Are you okay? That was cool. How did you move so fast? Now, Kenya, Ryota, let's not ask a bunch of questions at once, okay? Is it just me, or is Alice giving both Kenya and Ryota death glares? Probably because they forgot to ask if she was okay. Let's just play with them for a little bit. After all, they did just see Shizue again. It is probably best to bring up that whole saving the kids matter after a few days. Yeah, let's just do that. Chapter 23, Fairy Queen. Alright everyone, are you ready? Yes, we're ready. Let's go, Rimuru-san, if you would. Alright, looks like they're good to go. This should be easy. Counting on you now, StaciaPLE. Right. So this is what you were talking about. That's right. The entrance to the labyrinth is right there. I've been here before, so I know the way. After walking around for a good 10 minutes, we heard a voice. Who dares enter my labyrinth? Whoever you are, we came in peace. I wish to speak with Rimuru. How do you know that name? Never mind, prove to me that you are worthy to meet me. So that's that. I kinda want to spare the Magi soldier. Alright, let's just absorb that Magi soldier for future use. Behold. My masterpiece, only the chosen few can defeat. Yep, Magi soldier captured successfully. Hey! What did you do? That really was my masterpiece. If you want it back, take it from me. Cocky, aren't you? Then I'll use all my 48 special moves on you. Just wait. Are you sure about that? Because I'll be right there. Rimuru from the labyrinth at your service. It's really fun seeing this side of her. Back then, she'd just hide behind Veldora's back. Being the idiot Veldora is, he'd naturally play along. Can you help me with something? I've got a few kids to save, and I'll need greater spirits to do so. Why would I? Of course. She bit her tongue. That's cute. Anyway. Who are you exactly? Did Milim not tell you a single thing about me? Milim? Wait, could you be that slime? The one that she bragged about, calling the both of you besties. You're a slime, Rimuru-sensei. That's right, Chloe. Rimuru Tempest, the slime. Whoa. You're a slime but you're so strong. You'll become strong too, one day. That being when you reunite with Kranoa. Hey! Are you really? What was that? Someone broke through here with a loud noise. It's a demon, a very powerful one at that. No way, it can't be. Yo, I got some business with you. Oh, you're here, Rimuru. Guy? Why are you here? That can wait, looks like you're busy. As silly as that may sound. Rude. And do you know who Rimuru is? While Rimuru was busy surviving, Shizue whispered into my ear. So, Rimuru, is that person? Guy Crimson. No way. Ah, but don't worry, looks like he's here for Rimuru. Make sure to stay close to the kids, they look petrified. And we were back to Rimuru surviving Guy's hardcore attacks. Looks like they're wrapping up soon. Rimuru is looking at me and not again. Rimuru. How on earth are you even alive after fighting Guy? I just am. Don't give me that. A real answer, please. First off, that was only a mock battle, not a fight to the death. But the way he explained it seemed like one, though. I don't know, you know him better than I do. If that's what you think it was, then that's that. You're besties with Milim, fought with Guy and came out alive. What else is there? I'm friends with a dragon called Veldora. It was getting fun teasing her like this. I think I'm gonna pass out. Be right back. Rimuru, did you kill her? As if. Don't you dare make up an excuse just so you can fight me. Fine, but at least tell me why you're here. That's what I want to know about you. But I guess I can tell you something. I've made a promise to Shishu there to save these kids. That's why I'm here. I see, spirits are the go-to if you want to suppress all that energy. He even figured it out just from that. What a monster he truly is. And can I mention, you're scaring the hell out of them. Don't release such a deadly aura unconsciously, you freak. And you. Don't pass out at this time, you're just a lazy fairy after all. I sensed someone being rude to me. Oh, that worked. She was wide awake now. Guess that's acceptable. Wait, Guy, do you really want to hold it yourself? Hold what? Yeah, I got some troublesome news concerning him. Why are you pointing at me? Did I do something wrong? I guess that makes sense. Then you've got my approval. Great, gotta get one more. I'll go to Leon's place. You can come anytime if you want, Rimuru. That place isn't even your home, yet you're inviting someone. What was that all about? It's just a gathering. He wants to hold Walpurgis. Though I'm surprised he's gonna hold it himself. Oh. That's what you meant by approval. With 3 demon lords' approval, Walpurgis is officially held. I'm guessing he's got 2 since he mentioned Leon earlier. Speaking of Leon. Shishu, are you okay? Who? I'm okay. I'm guessing it's Leon that's troubling you. Yes. After this, let's accept that invitation, shall we? Are you really sure? It's completely fine. I've got a trump card prepared once we get there. No, it's not Guy. If he's that powerful. What are you mumbling about? Eek! For the love of, do not sneak up on me. I was just walking towards you. It's your fault you didn't notice. Right. Now then, shall we go to the altar? Let's go. After calming the kids down, they regained their enthusiastic moods when we got to the altar. Good, everything was going fine. The kids got the same spirits from before. I also got my kiss on the cheek from Alice back, too. I only wish I had that kind of luck when I was Satoru. That is extremely harsh. I'm not even gonna talk about it. Alright, Chloe, I wish you good luck with this one. Right. Once again, I got that strange feeling. Ramiris was panicking, but I've experienced this once. Even that kiss won't surprise me, no way I would. Are you perhaps mad about something? Right, anyways, the process was successful. We've got everyone saved now. This mood is so great, they're happy and excited, and Shishu is delighted as well. I'd enjoy this, too, if only this annoying fairy stopped shouting in my ear. You hear me? That thing was abnormally dangerous. Don't keep ignoring me. Relax, I've got it all under control. This time, I really did have it all under control. If you say so. My back hurts from getting bombarded by Guy earlier. Need a quick rest. Do you guys want to camp here for the time being? Yes, they shouted. We would love to. Then it's decided. Chapter 24, A Fairy Queen Part 2. In the northern continent, where the lands were frozen, uninhabitable, and without any signs of life whatsoever, there lay a demon lord, the powerful overlord named Guy Crimson. As he sat on his throne, he wondered about the recent events that had taken place over the past few months. While remaining composed on the outside, in his mind, his emotions ran rampant. Even his subordinates were getting tense. Guy's behavior was getting them all riled up. Detecting such a commotion, Guy made up his mind about something. He stood up, ready to leave his castle. Before he left, Velzard, Veldora's older sister, asked him what was on his mind. "Is something the matter, Guy? You're usually not this hesitant about something." "You noticed?" "Who?" "Well, there's this problem I'm facing." "Oh, and here I thought that you would never even have problems in the first place." "That's the problem. I usually don't have problems. But this is not something that even I can brush off that easily." "Is it because of that slime?" "Bingo. How many times have I told you, do not mess with that person?" Guy was aware of Velzard's constant warnings. He spared the mind to pay attention to some of them. There was a time when he wondered why Velzard would warn him that much. Does she know who he is, or is it just that she was simply concerned about him? Those were the thoughts he had back then. "I'm equally as cautious as you towards that person, but you have to know that there will be a time when I'll cross paths with that slime once again. That's why I'd like to know this person before that time comes." "Tell me, why do you have such a negative impression of him?" "That's fine, I'll tell you. It's because of the familiar feeling that I keep getting from him." "What did you just say?" "It's just as it sounds. I feel a familiar feeling towards him. It felt as if he was kin." "Kin, you say?" "That is not what I was expecting to hear." "All the more reason for me to hold Walpurgis. Don't you need 2 other demon lords for that to happen?" "That's why I'm going out for a bit. I'll be back right after." "Oh Guy, why are you so stubborn? I'm sure you noticed it, too, that even you could not fight that slime to the death expecting to come out on top. Yet I feel like that will never happen. This feeling, it's strange. But you are who you are, I have no right to stop you." After safely saving the kids, Shishu asked me a favor. She wanted to take care of them personally. Of course, I couldn't say no. In fact, she didn't even need to ask me. She was their teacher originally, after all. As far as Leon's beat-up session is concerned, that will have to wait until she is ready to do so. I'll have to turn down Guy. But that interaction from yesterday meant that Diawolo successfully relayed my message to him. All I have to do is wait until it comes. Sue gave me constant reports on Tempest's condition while I was here. I gave him this order before I departed with Shishu. I can't afford to endanger them all again, not even the slightest bit will do. Ramiris kept pestering me about the Magi soldier earlier this morning. Geez, why do you have to be so loud first thing in the morning? Like I said, give me that Magi soldier back. All right. But I have a proposal to make. What is it now? In exchange for that Magi soldier, I'll give you a better servant. Her eyes widened in excitement. Right, at this point in time, Ramiris had no servants. Obviously, she'd be excited to know about getting a servant. Are you sure? Yes, 100% sure. Then it's a deal. I immediately pulled out the same body parts that Beretta used to have. Albeit now, it had a stronger material that was used to make it. Sile prepared this all in advance. She's really a step ahead of me every time. Now, I just need to make sure I summon the right demon. It should be a piece of cake with Sile here. Naturally. Greetings, Master. What can I do for you? Simple. I need you to take over that demon doll that I've prepared for you. I'll give you some of my magicules and a name for the contract. Right away, my liege. Then you will now be known as Beretta. Your purpose is mainly to serve her. I pointed at Ramiris, who was currently fidgeting like a little kid getting gifted with a toy they had always wanted. Hello. I'm Ramiris, glad to be in your care. Lady Ramiris, it is an honor to be under your care. It seems that Beretta was accepting this well. I'll transfer the master privilege to Ramiris. It looks like things are going well. Lord Rimuru, the humans are beginning their movement. There's a whole bunch of them, too. It looks like they're planning for an invasion, just as you predicted. Already? That's sooner than I had expected. All right, great work, Testarossa. Please, Lord Rimuru has done the important things already. My job was only to follow behind Lord Rimuru while keeping an eye on pests. If you're wondering where Testarossa was the whole journey, I told her to follow behind her since Shizu was here with me. Originally, I was planning on making Testarossa gather information with me. But seeing as Shizu was with us now, that changed. I ordered her to follow us in the shadows instead. While we stopped at each town we could, she would gather intel. Moss wasn't around this time, so she was the one doing the work instead. I felt bad and tried to help, but... No, please do not expend your precious time on these humans. I am fairly motivated to do this, so you do not need to mind me, Your Grace. She stopped me before I could actually do a single thing. I'll need to get them their subordinates as soon as possible, they're kinda overworking themselves right now. Oh hey, Guy announced that Walpurgis will be held 2 weeks from now. Oh ho, that's sooner than I thought. The movement of the humans, the date of Walpurgis, it's a perfect schedule, should I say. I'll make the most of this perfect schedule and give Clayman one hell of a time.